So today is 7th of October, Saturday, and we're heading to town. I'm gonna go pick some cotton. We got about 2 days ago we got about a ½ inch of rain, I think, and put a cotton picking out for a day or two. We are done with the beans. We finished just before rain, so all that's left on the inch place is field work. We got through with Dennis. It's ready to go for next year. So we gotta come work all those green fields down. Got all this gold. I don't know what it is this year, but every farm I drive by looks like this. A lot of header loss this year. I think it was because of all that high heat. It just made the corn so brittle that it was real sensitive. Yeah. At one stage I thought I must quit as a combine operator because I can't set my machine, but there's only so much you can set, and which I had a lot of trouble with mine, but we finally got it figured out. But I did not see nearly as much kernels as there is corn now behind the combine when I checked for losses. So anyhow, we'll see y'all in Glockso. So everything looks good. So for y'all that haven't seen us use this is the bale spear. It has 4 spears, y'all can see right there, and we stick this into the bales, pick them up and move it out to where like there next to the road, to where the gin can come pick it up. So nothing much to it, just 4 spears. Pretty easy job. I like it. Actually, a week ago we changed the 2 center bearings on that stalk chopper, and it's the second time we do it since we had it. It's not a fun job. It's almost a full day. There's a lot of stuff you need to take off, and you need to be careful because you are working under the machine. But anyway, we got 2 new bearings in there. Hopefully it'll last for another 2 years. Now, Tina's is actually ripping. I don't see him close by, so I think he's probably over there, back there in that brick house, as they call it. But yeah, Christian says this cotton is averaging around 2,000, so has some pretty good cotton. We also had cover crop here last year, so we no-tilled the cotton basically, so pretty good. I don't know if y'all can see, but look how that bales go back here. Goes like this. Oh my gosh. He already dropped one, and he's fixing to drop another one. There he is on the handler. We got a big north wind today. That thing's got blades under there, and what it does is we drive forward, that blade spins backwards on a drum, and it'll chop this up, throw it up against the underneath the implement, and then it'll kind of chop it up. So it don't just cut it down, and that's why it looks like this. It's pretty fine material. If you are spinning forwards and you were going forwards, you wouldn't chop this nice. So that's what it looks like afterwards. So this is all regrowth, but it'll die eventually, especially once the ripper comes through, cut the roots. Just had a little breakdown on the stall cutter. I actually lost one of the pins, so we had to walk the field and find it, but we did. And 30 minutes later, I don't know if it's even 30 minutes, but I got 6 bales waiting for me, and he's about to pop another one, I bet. So I need to play catch up quickly and get stuff done. He said the field was average around 1800 now. Still not too bad. Well, we are almost done with this field. They are on the short roads back there behind this guy's house, and then goes around, get back to the blacktop. But we'll see. I don't know what field we go next to. Maybe I'll have to send the drone up because I might not be here tomorrow. So we'll see. Light's starting to come on, so won't be long and it'll be completely dark. I wanted to fly my drone at night, but my like the remote's battery is dead, so, and I don't have my cable with me now, so unfortunately not. It would have been cool to see that picker at night. Too bad. Now I need to go spear that bale, but I can't because there's a pass between me and the bale. So I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy my supper that Bossman brought to me. Thank you, Bossman. Now I can work. I know the camera ain't gonna do this justice, but we'll try anyway. We don't think we're gonna pick that late. The wind has calmed down, and yeah, the dust just lay low on the field, so we'll be lucky if we get another hour. Cotton looks pretty good. Pretty chilly out tonight. So it's 8:30 right now, and we're gonna head home. I just tried spearing the last bale and it's impossible. Like, you can't get the spears to go in, so just we don't have any wind tonight, so it was blowing good the whole day and it just quit. So once you can't get the spears to go into the bale anymore, you'll just leave it till the next day. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be on a bale spear tomorrow or field work, but wherever I'm gonna be, that's where y'all gonna be. So catch y'all on tomorrow. All right, folks. So I'm staying on his place today. Do some field work. Bossman is gonna take over the bale spearing. So what we need to do is unhook the grain cart and then hook this tractor up to a Kelly Diamond. Then we're gonna go out to the parking lot, unfold the Kelly, put some grease on it again, check some chain tension, just make sure everything's good, and then we're gonna eat these cornfields, because all this volunteer corn coming up starting to work on my nerves. So I think they are coming to spread lime today. I'm not sure. They were supposed to come yesterday, but I had some problems and the wind was blowing a whole lot. So today looks like it's going to be a nice day, so they might come out and come spread some lime and then get that done. Okay, so here's the deal. This tractor is very low on hydraulic fluid because we are having a major leak on one of the SCVs, but I've swapped it and I've put 5 gallons of hydraulic fluid in here and it's still below the mark. So since it's Sunday, nobody's gonna be open for me to go get some oil, so we're gonna park this and I guess I'll unhook my heaper and use my other tractor since it doesn't have any problems whatsoever. But I like to give the tractor some rest, you know. It does all the hipping, does all the planting, and that's why I got a second tractor to help out with some of the field work. But as you can see, right back in there is the gauge, and right there is the low mark, and it's not even in the glass, so it's pretty low, and I don't want to run it and we tear the hydraulic pump or anything up, so I'll just unhook, use this tractor for today. Y'all can see there's this one. Not gonna be able to see, but it's on the low mark right now because the 3-point hitch is not all the way down. So for those of y'all that don't know, on John Deere you gotta lower your 3-point hitch all the way, cut the tractor off, let it sit for a while, or leave it overnight, and then the next morning you can check it, or hour or whatever later. But the 3-point hitch gotta be all the way down before you check hydraulic oil. That's just my 2 cents of the day, but I guess we'll do that. Let's check this engine oil. Right where it's supposed to be. Oh golly. So I filled that tractor up with diesel, and while I was filling it up I laid the 3-point down and let it sit, see if the oil comes up, and it didn't. So that tractor's a no-go for today. We'll get into this. Need to go get a broom and just sweep the floor out a little bit, because I think little man is gonna come drive for us for today. So yeah. Anyway, I have a towel on my seats because I don't want to get grease and stuff on my seats. So I'm really looking for some seat covers for tractors. If y'all know of anybody that are willing to make us some, or somebody that sells them, please let me know in the comments. I'll get in touch with that person. Okay, so here's the deal. This tractor is very low on hydraulic fluid because we are having a major leak on one of the SCVs, but I've swapped it and I've put 5 gallons of hydraulic fluid in here and it's still below the mark. So since it's Sunday, nobody's gonna be open for me to go get some oil, so we're gonna park this and I guess I'll unhook my heaper and use my other tractor since it doesn't have any problems whatsoever. But I like to give the tractor some rest, you know. It does all the hipping, does all the planting, and that's why I got a second tractor to help out with some of the field work. But as you can see, right back in there is the gauge, and right there is the low mark, and it's not even in the glass, so it's pretty low, and I don't want to run it and we tear the hydraulic pump or anything up, so I'll just unhook, use this tractor for today. Y'all can see there's this one. Not gonna be able to see, but it's on the low mark right now because the 3-point hitch is not all the way down. So for those of y'all that don't know, on John Deere you gotta lower your 3-point hitch all the way, cut the tractor off, let it sit for a while, or leave it overnight, and then the next morning you can check it, or hour or whatever later, but the 3-point each gotta be all the way down before you check hydraulic oil. That's just my 2 cents of the day, but I guess we'll do that. Let's check this engine oil. Right where it's supposed to be. Oh golly, so I filled that tractor up with diesel, and while I was filling it up I laid the 3-point down and let it sit, see if the oil comes up, and it didn't. So that tractor's a no-go for today. We'll get into this. Need to go get a broom and just sweep the floor out a little bit, because I think little man is gonna come drive with us for today. So yeah. Anyway, I have a towel on my seats because I don't want to get grease and stuff on my seats. So I'm really looking for some seat covers for tractors. If y'all know of anybody that are willing to make us some, or somebody that sells them, please let me know in the comments. I'll get in touch with that person. The diff, we'll get it at that tank. That diesel tank is empty, the picker emptied it out. So right now the 3-point each is picked up. Now you can see it's way down, but that's not how I checked it. You lower the each down and then the level comes up, and it should be, I don't know if you can see, but there's 2 marks there. It should be between those 2. And then we move this each to the center and the rig. Okay, so we just filled up this one. A little body arrived. And this one took almost 109 gallons. So go figure that around, oh, let's say just $3 a gallon. There's a couple hundreds. Anyway, now we just need to put in some government juice and hook up to the Kelly Diamond. Get out there, get rolling. So I just tried to figure out my correct triangle to not bounce across the roads, because this field was just reheaped last year, so we have huge beds. I mean, it's golly, it's huge. So I just need to find the right angle, but just so this machine would work pretty good. But anyway, I could probably just replant this next year, but I don't want to, since I'm not sure if we'll be able to get that other piece of equipment that we ran on the no-till stuff, the spring. We don't get that. I don't want to be sitting here and I can't plant because my planter chokes up or whatever, but we're gonna no-till one little field back here, this little island field. I'm gonna no-till that sucker next year, and that'll be my trial field. So the next year I know that if my beds are tall enough like these, I don't have to do anything to it. I can just drop in and plant. But you'll see how tall the spawn got. Man, it actually looks good. Bumpy buddy. Oh, he's already dozing off. Golly. Hard to find good help these days. Let me see what kind of a job we are doing. So back there, field 9, half of it I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna completely no-till it next year on the beds that's still there, so we'll do a taste there. Y'all probably know by now that I like to do some crazy stuff. Try it out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it works, good. I'm not doing major stuff that can cost the farm thousands of dollars though, but I'm trying little bitty stuff over, so it's doing pretty good. I mean, it's actually breaking the bed, which is surprising. Yeah, it's not really chopping those little bitty stalks up, but that's okay. Chopping the rest of the stuff though. I think mostly why it's not chopping it up that good is because it's on that tall bed and he just rips it off the bed. I'm pretty sure the Skelly Diamond will work fantastic in flat ground that's not been rode up. I think it's going to work way better because then it actually have a chance to chop it up. Right now it cuts the bed, throw the stuff in the middle and the chains can't get to it. Let me walk over here and maybe so I can explain it to you all a little better. So right here we have a bed. This is about 6 inches maybe. So the Kelly Diamond comes through, it pulls this off the bed, throw it right here, and the chains can't get here because the bed is holding up. If it was a disc, it'll cut through that bed and then chop this, and that's all the stalks in the middle, but it's not. So I think that's why it's not doing a fantastic job of chopping. It's still doing a good job, and I'm still satisfied with what it's doing. I'm just purely saying I think that's the problem with why it's not chopping it all up. But a heaper will run through this with no problems. So my plan is to pull all the fields. We'll pull the Kelly first and then we'll come back and bed either next week or whenever we're done. Because we got a couple acres to do. I'm just going around feeling all those bearings, make sure they're not extremely hot, because if they are, then we have some problems. They're pretty cool. So here's a good example of what I was just trying to explain to y'all. Y'all see the front gangs hanging in the air because it's riding on the bed. It's exactly what I was trying to explain. So I don't even have to explain. It's pretty common sense than what it's doing. It takes the straw and the stalks, throw them in the bed right here. Then the back chain comes and he just throw some dirt on it, and that's it. So, and there's nothing you can do about that. Unfortunately, we have to plant on beds. It is what it is. Still doing good job. Oh, this is so much smoother. We don't have a stall beds. It's just better on the body, better on the equipment. Just have this water furrow that we need to bounce through. Not a water furrow, I mean where we lay the poly pipe. I think what I'm gonna do is, because I want to try and minimize my tillage, so if I don't have to pull new beds on tall rows, then I'm not gonna pull new beds. But what I might do is pull myrtles instead of beds. So I don't know, we're gonna try that. I like to try new stuff, see what works. I'm not sure where the lime guys are. They are somewhere back here. Hopefully they're on the right fields, because I can't remember what fields needs to get lime or what not, but they're supposed to have a map because they are variable rating it. But I know there's cotton fields in front of us, it needs lime, so, and the big pivot needs lime, and then the 160. So whenever I get my eyes on them, I'll put a drone up and we'll get some drone footage here. Kind of see what it looks like.